pleasure to be here today. Endomines is a golden opportunity in Finland. So we are in production. So there is a growing gold production. It has been growing each year to date, and we plan to have a bigger expansion around 2030. We are expanding our gold resources, so we are in production, but we are also doing exploration activities. And this year we are drilling 50,000 meters, so it's a very significant amount of exploration drilling. Finland is the global leader. It's the best place in the world for mining investments. It was chosen by the Fraser Institute last year that Finland was the number one. We are in a very unique position, so there is a place where we operate. We completely control the Archean greenstone belt, so there are no other companies nearby, and that's a very unique situation in the world. And of course, the gold market has been very, very strong, and the outlook is extremely strong. So we operate in eastern Finland. The place is called Karelian Gold Line. It's approximately 40 kilometers long, Archean greenstone belt. We have production facilities in a place called Pampalo. So there is underground mine, open pit mine, and then we have a processing plant. So we produce gold concentrate. We sell it to Boliden. We are doing exploration in two locations. One is the Northern Gold Line and then the Southern Gold Line. And in the Southern Gold Line, we are actually doing permitting activities. So we aim to increase the production to 70,000 to 100,000 ounces and then take tungsten and molybdenum into production at the same time. It has very similar features than geological features than Kalgoorlie, Abitibi, or Witwatersrand here in South Africa. We have achieved major turnaround, so we changed the strategy in 22, started to invest in Finland and started to do exploration. The revenue has grown each year from 46 to 59%. We are financially on a very healthy position. The EBITDA level is 36%, EBIT 17%, operational cash flow 13 million last year. And it comes from two places. It comes from increasing production levels. So we started the production in 22, and since then we have almost doubled the production. Last year it increased by 16.3%. And we expect this year, the guidance is that it increases from 10 to 20% this year with no significant investments. And then the gold market has been very favorable, and the outlook also is very strong. Last year, the average gold price was a little bit over 3,400. So we are starting this year at very strong position. Sustainability is a backbone of our business. It's very important in Finland. Everything is done in a right way. We have an ambitious sustainability program, and in Finland, the most important item is water. So all the water that is discharged from the area is clean, and that's the big principle that guides our operational planning. And then, of course, personnel is key. Like we have been very happy that we have recruited so good people in the last few years, and that has really achieved the change. Community support is very important, so we keep a lot of information sessions near the mine site. Everybody knows what we do, and then of course the governance, and everybody knows what is ethical way of working and what should be done. On the exploration, so that focuses on two places. One is the Northern Gold Line and the other one is the Southern Gold Line. And the Southern Gold Line we are permitting to expand the production level. On both locations we had fantastic results last year. So if we think about first the Southern Gold Line, we made a new discovery. It's called Ukko. It's a BIF, banded iron formation type of deposit. And we started the drilling in this area in April last year. And initially the plan was just to drill a few weeks and see if there is any gold potential. But we got so good results that we stayed there for the whole year. And we are still continuing in 26. So even in the first hole, we got close to 31 meters of 3.3 grams per ton of gold. Another very significant grades. So in the same hole, we got 20 meters, 1.6 grams per ton of gold. So in several holes, you got several intersections in the same hole with significant grades of gold. And then in the northern gold line, this was discovered in 24. Also very good results. We started drilling in the autumn, and we got over 7 meters of 7 grams per ton of gold. And in the same hole, 21 meters, 1.116 grams per ton of gold. So very significant intersections. In Finland, we have permitted 4 mines, and we have an operational mine. So we know exactly the cost level. Like in Finland, it's very profitable in open pit if you mine 0.8 grams per ton. In the underground mine, something like 1.5 to 1.6 grams per ton of gold. But these results, they indicate that there is gold mineralized zone of 1.5 kilometers. It's still open to north and south and also at depth. And if you look at this area on a wider scale, there are similar structures close by. So this is something that in 26 we will investigate, that if there is other deposits close by. Executing our strategy, we have long-term targets that we will increase our gold resource to 1.5 to 2 million ounces by 2030. It's currently at 500,000, so increased by 3 to 4 times. We will increase the production to 70,000 to 100,000 ounces around 2030, and at the same time we take the tungsten and molybdenum into production, and this is done by permitting the Southern Gold Line. And then we have fossil-free gold production by 2035. And how do we do it? It's a very simple plan. Like we started drilling 2 years ago. And you can see from the results that we have increased the gold resource from 200,000 to 500,000. The 25 results will be included in March this year. So once a year we make a resource update, and the next one will be in March, and that will include the 25 drilling. And from this drilling, we have identified that when we drill 10,000 meters, we get approximately 100,000 ounces more of the gold resource. So we have a plan that getting from 500,000 to 1.5 to 2 million, we need to drill 120,000 meters. And last year we drilled 18,000. This year we will drill 50,000, which is the biggest campaign ever done by the company. So we expect a significant increase in the resource. And the larger resource will enable us to grow the production. We produced last year 16,630 ounces of gold. This year, the guidance is that we increase the production by 10 to 20%. Our current production facilities, they can produce approximately 25,000 ounces, so we will increase it steadily during the coming years. And then in 2030, there will be a step change to 70,000 to 100,000 ounces when we get the Southern Gold Line into production. We have permitted 4 mines in the area, so we know exactly how it's done and how long it takes. So and also what is the cost level to take it to production. But that's not the end goal. Like, we want to be a lot bigger as a company. So after that, 2-3 years later, the plan is to take the Northern Gold Line into production, and then look at the possibilities to further increase production on the existing areas. We have a development plan for the south, so we started permitting in January 24. We are launching the environmental impact assessment program in 2 weeks' time. And then after that, it goes to the report phase and permitting phase. So we expect to get the permit in late 28. And then conclude the financing around the same time. We are looking at 200 million investment. And then after that, go immediately into building and commissioning and take the new plant into production around 2030. Critical minerals, they are included in the strategy. So we have tungsten, which is one of the 14 critical minerals in the European Union. We have tungsten in the Southern Gold Line. On the side, in the side rock, it's not connected to the gold, but it's in the side rock, and we have to mine it anyway. And if you think about the tungsten supply globally, it's 80% of the supply is controlled by China. So it's very important to have sources, and there is a lot of interest on the tungsten product. We estimate that this area could supply 0.5 to 2.5% of the global supply, and it's very, very high focus on this. And we launched the strategic project status application to the European Union in January this year. We also have some assets in the USA. Even the strategy is very focused on Finland. So we had 7 gold assets. There were 5 in Idaho and 2 in Montana. Last year we sold 3 of the assets in Idaho, and we are still looking at selling the other 2. And with Montana, we are doing further work because we see that there is great potential in the Montana assets. So that's something that the team is working now, and we could do some drilling next year or later this year on the Montana assets. Like there are 2 assets in Montana. There is US Grant, which is a historical mine. Very high grade, and what makes this now extremely interesting is that there is also historical resource of 4.5 million ounces of silver. So with the current development of the silver price, it has changed the economics quite significantly. And then there is Kearsarge. It has potential to be a high volume open pit mine. There was the last drilling done by Transatlantic Mining Company, and they got like 20 meters, 8.6 grams per ton of gold. So it's a high grade gold deposit, and that's something that we will evaluate. Even our focus is very much in Finland. So 26 outlook and guidance. We are expecting to grow the gold production by 10 to 20% this year. And this will come from the existing sources and without significant investments. We will perform the largest exploration program in the company's history. So 50,000 meters pure exploration, and on top of that, the drilling, what is needed near the production facilities. We are entering the year with new streamlined structure in the USA after selling the 3 assets, and we will achieve significant cost savings, and also it allows our people to focus more on the Finnish assets. We see that the global trends for gold and this economical uncertainty, it will continue in 26 and also beyond. So we are entering the year with very high gold price, and it is expected to continue also in the coming months and years. And we have this ambitious expansion project, Southern Gold Line. This will move to the next phase. So we will launch now the environmental impact assessment in 2 weeks' time, and then it will go to the next phase. And here we have also launched the strategic project application status to the European Union, because there is also tungsten and molybdenum. And our guidance is that we expect that the gold production will grow by 10 to 20%. So we are looking at very exciting times this year. Thank you.